Good morning, friends, and welcome back to the College of Winterhold. It has been approximately 11 days since our last video. As you can see, Raya has indeed made her way back to my side. It is the 20th of Hearthfire. It is 6:50 p.m. So, actually, it's about time for us to be going to sleep. And then, in the morning, we're going to go ahead and get out there, do our exercises. And now that we've got Raya, maybe we can do some of the side quests from the faculty here at the college. Yeah, I was about to say I hear a dragon, but I don't see a dragon. Well, this is actually the right time for this. Because, wow. Rough. But I barely did anything there. Looks like between the guards and the students and the faculty, the dragon never stood a chance. I'll need to put my backpack on if I want to be able to carry any of those bones, though. I did pick up this coral dragon claw for another adventure. I don't know if I did that on camera or not. Go on ahead and put on mage backpack. Grab the dragon soul. Well, that was fun. Anyway, into the Hall of Elements. You know, it does look like exercises have already begun, but I'm pretty sure that killing a dragon is good enough practical exercise for now. So we're actually going to skip the morning routine. We are pretty much out of food, though. And the other important thing I need to do is I need to get on my next lesson, which is not going to come from Encano. I've already done the restoration one for Colette.
By the gods, I don't even know what to say.
Okay, you teach destruction?
You wish to master the arcane arts, huh? Well, if you insist. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. So, fire, a capricious element, often deadly, but always exciting. Let's see. A standard spell for one skilled in destruction magic is the Firebolt. Tell me, can you cast it?
Yes, I can.
Oh, I see. Well, a small test, if you will. Here, I'll mark the location on your map. Good luck.
A test of ice and fire. Over here. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. Raya, let's get going. And we'll stop by the inn and get some food as well. Here's my horse. Wow, you're walking around with no shirt, huh?
You call yourself a wizard? I challenge you to a duel.
Man, really? No.
I won't take no for...
You won't take no for an answer. Awesome.
Answer. You call yourself a wizard? I challenge you to a duel.
Get him, Raya.
This is a one-on-one duel.
No, it's not. In fact, here.
This is a
Enjoy. Damn, decapitated. Ooh, a spell tome. Okay, well, not quite sure what to do about that. Apparently we now have random people coming up and challenging us. On the other hand, we did get a spell tome out of that, so I guess I can't complain too much.
I'll sell just about anything if... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
First off, I got some dragon stuff to sell you. And then you wouldn't happen to have any food, would you? Not really.
Aye.
Alright, now it is cold out there, so we should probably actually put on... There, that'll make it easier to see. There we go.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Well, I will try to avoid any arrows
Let me know if
landing
you
in
want.
my knee region.
Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere. If there's anything you need, drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
There we go.
All right then.
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in them.
I mean, it's not really safe out here either, but...
Aster says his paw says the college makes lots of money.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely have to do something about this poor little town of Winterhold. There's really no excuse for it being this run down. Not when we've got people who can literally make money out of thin air up in the college. Okay, let's talk about what we're doing today. We've got a few quests. We're going to do our ice and fire test. And then I know that there's some books and stuff that I need to get done. Which are pretty far away. Arcana Restored is all the way down here. We would probably have to go... maybe stop at Windhelm on the way down. But for now, we're just going to head out to the test. See if we can get one or two of these done. Got a bear out there. Not really anything I'm terribly interested in dealing with right now. We are going to have to go out to an island. It looks like. There's a couple bears out there, which I guess might be my target. Or that horker. Well, now's as good a time as any. Okay, stay put, horse. Raya, where you at? Well, so far these tests haven't been too terribly challenging. There's Raya. Sticking your head up past the log.
I will destroy you.
I hate those ice things. They're so hard to aim at. We're going to avoid the cold water as much as we can. Definitely taking advantage of the stagger.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
No, it looks like it's giving up. Let's get out of here. No sense in being cruel.
I will.
Okay, now where's the next nearest thing? All the way out here, but it is only 10 a.m. A little bit of good old-fashioned bandit killing might be a good plan. On the other hand, in a couple of my like off video sojourns, I've noticed that the road away from Winterhold is not at all secure. Like, that's possibly one of the reasons why we're having so much trouble getting traders and stuff up in Winterhold, because the roads are absolutely chock full of bandits and monsters and goblins and other stuff. So I think what we're gonna do is make our way down the road, try to find some trouble to get into. Got some wolves coming. Also, we should probably duck into the mine and warm up a little bit. Very cinematic. Alright, we're gonna drop by the mine real quick because we are freaking cold. There should be a fire in here, yes. So we'll go ahead and warm up. Okay, good, good. We're back to decently warm. Yeah, if we follow the road all the way down, we should be able to get out there before too long. We might end up spending the night outside of Winterhold, which is fine. We definitely have Reeklings up here. So we're going to engage from as far away as possible. In particular, the rider. Because that rider will one-shot me if it gets close. Else? Did we go into this cave? Stillborn, yeah, we just did that. Oh, there's my horse. Nope, horse already dealt with him. See what I mean about the roads not being safe? Just fought a whole squad of Reeklings. It's not even noon yet. So we've got a tower out here, and that tower seems to contain some skeletons. Fort Castav.
I smell weakness.
Where? Right there.
I smell weakness.
Got a necromage out there. We'll resummon that. Heal ourselves back up. Jesus! Not good.
I am the master of your fate.
Let's see. Go back to the Sanguine Rose.
Don't you see? I am master of your fate.
The challenge is me.
Go ahead and get the Dremora going again. And hey, I used Foos in combat. This is a historic moment. Going after my horse. Don't hurt my horse. Another decapitation. Okay, we had a freeze, but suffice to say, I still went ahead, cleared out this area. These things are worth quite a bit. Witch plate, huh? Well, money is another issue I've got right now, so I'll go ahead and pick stuff up. Also, there is the necromage around here somewhere. Not sure where I left his body. Yeah, not sure where I left the body of the necromage. There he is. Robes of Quickening? Low value. It's coming up on 1 p.m. I think this is going to be a worthwhile place to explore, maybe get some more money. Because the thing about learning is that it's expensive. Fort Castav Prison. Now, usually things marked restless tend to come back, but it doesn't look like this one is. It is. So this is a good place to utilize Turn Undead. Because it's going to keep coming back. Yellow Book of Riddles is something I might actually want to keep. That actually looks kind of cool. Ah, there's a trapdoor there. Okay, okay.
Huh?
Pretty sure there's still a skeleton in here. There's a person over there. It's another necromage. Alright, let's clear out this room first before we move on. It's nice to be back into some good old-fashioned dungeon crawling. Not sure where I left the body. Nothing in here worth my while. Raya, you're in my way.
Whoa!
Master, huh? Well, I've got 16 lockpicks. Let's see if I can find the spot. Wait. Okay, I found a spot. Got it. Unfortunately, doesn't seem like there's anything worthwhile in this one as well, except for some lockpick XP. Fine. Like, I'll take the XP. And I'll be grateful for it. But it doesn't look like there's anything in here. Why did they put, like, a random master level lock? Looks like the prisoners only eat dog meat.
Whoa!
I also notice a stunning lack of either living prisoners or bodies, which tells me that the prisoners probably ended up as those skeletons outside. That's my theory. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we've cleared the prison. But there's still more forts to discover. Yeah, up there. Captain's quarters. So we should be ready for a fight right away. Go ahead and muffle myself. Does not look like there's anyone down here. Getting some good loot, though. So it doesn't say the bed is owned.
Huh?
Which usually means that the owner of the bed is dead. Fire salts are exactly what I need. Okay, not bad. Now where's my horse? Pretty standard for or question for me these days. Last I saw it was off in this direction. Is there any way to get down from here without going back through? Yeah. Creative pathfinding, friends. It's 3:30. We definitely could use some food. Pretty sure I left the horse back here, but you never know. It does love to run out into battle. Nope, there it is. Excellent. Do we continue? Yeah, let's go down the road a little bit further. But not too far. We've done some good work here, hopefully making the road a little bit more safe for folks that want to trade with Winterhold. hear combat music, but I don't see any red blips. Balance of power. Oh, there are bandits over there. The seducer bandits, huh? Okay. Yeah, these guys are definitely tough. See if I can section one off and take him down.
You think I'm afraid of you?
Prepared for your death! I smell weakness.
Oh, damn. That skeleton was straight up sneaking up on me. Yeah, there's more undead up there, but that's not what we're doing right now.
Challenger is near.
The hell is that? Whatever it is, it's alive.
A challenger is near.
Well, let's go ahead and let it out. Worst case scenario, it attacks us. An Elytra nymph. I don't know what that is. We're almost there. 10 picks left. We got this. Wow. There we go. Okay, so what are you? A bug? You're a weird one, but you're only the third strangest thing I've met this week. It would be cruel to leave you here. Would you like to follow me? Alright, let's go. Oh, nice! I've got a new pet. How cute. Note, can't believe we carried this bug all the whole way here, cage and all. Always afraid it's gonna find the way through the bars and eat me in my sleep. Well, you're a cute little thing. We're going to go ahead and send you out to Golden Hills. Again, mostly just because of the sound that it makes when it walks. Nothing personal. Oh, there's a key there, too. Okay. Okay, it's 5 p.m. Probably a good time to head back. There is still this tomb up here. Which I think I'm going to go check out. There's definitely some undead up there. And where there are undead, I got to be careful about enemy casters. Oh, yeah. It's one of those restless thingies. And it one-shotted me. Wow. Welp. Okay, so after that death, on second thought, I think we're not going to mess with that tomb just now. That said, we did get some books from the bandits. Bandits' note on hidden treasure. An exotic treasure is said to be hidden in Crystal Drift Cave. Heard it from a coinless trader trying to save his own skin. Gonna send a few to see if his story checks out. If the story is true, we need to make sure the saints don't find it first. Our benefactor will be pleased. What else? The Seducer Bandit Leader Journal. How far is this? It's not. Okay. Dark work this, but does it ever pay well? Once every few days, a merchant comes galloping through, defenseless as a babe. We seducers always do our good deed and lighten their load before we let them pass, is the least we can do. Moving north was the best thing we ever did. Leave Rasad to the milk drinkers of Whiterun, or as they call themselves, the Saints. They're probably still hounding him on the road to Markarth. Svarig is behind on his visit. I wonder if his path from the west was more treacherous than usual. We need a change in our fortunes. If we don't get paid soon, I fear the others might not stay much longer. Hopefully this new lead pans out. Also, heretical thoughts. Not particularly interested in that one. Immortal Blood, I assume, is about vampires. Okay. Anyway, we're headed back home. I think we've had quite enough excitement for one day. But this is hardly going to be our last sojourn out. But like I said, the roads are dangerous. That's one of the reasons why we're doing this, to kind of clear them out. Ah, you can handle them. Just a bunch of wolves. Go ahead and drop a save just in case. You'll notice I'm on save 191. That's because I'm trying very, very hard to save really often. We've got a floating shield up there and a floating axe. Very funny. Oh, but since we got bodies here... Alright. We got ourselves a decent amount of gold, which should help us in our spell collection ambitions. It's one of the reasons why we're venturing out here, is because we're kind of running low on cash. Can I help you with something?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Letter from a friend. Firebrand, you caused a bit of a stir in Fort Castav when you demonstrated the power of your Thum. Not everyone is anxious for the return of the Dragonborn. I, for one, desire to see you grow and develop your talents. Skyrim needs a true hero these days. You should turn your attention to Ironbind Barrow. I understand it holds a mysterious source of power that can only be unlocked by the Dragonborn. Okay, well, once again, We've got yet another quest for yet another tomb. I definitely see that my College of Winterhold mods make it look a little bit off from a distance. Notice that parts of it don't seem to be rendering properly, but that's okay. I don't know what you guys are doing with a prisoner all the way out here. Now we'll let the Imperials deal with it. Alright, all in all, a successful expedition as far as I'm concerned. Now we just gotta find the destruction teacher. Let her know that we finished our task.
How are you, Travis?
What do you want?
Why should I want anything? Why can't I simply be sociable with my colleagues?
I'm busy right now, Colette.
Well then, fine. Have a nice day.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns
Mirabelle
are
does a
not-
fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
I killed the Ice Wraith. Fire did work out really well.
Excellent. Well done indeed. The Firebolt spell is useful to any mage. Wield it faithfully, and few can withstand you. But always remember, focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, of course. But you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire. Choosing the right element can be a big advantage.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Now, I've got all sorts of errands to run. See you around.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point.
Any advice you can give about destruction?
Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire.
Right.
All right.
God. Again. I'm gonna keep getting jump scared by random magical effects that happen in the college. It makes sense, it's immersive, but it scares the crap out of me every time.
Certain.
Okay, it's 7:15.
Aren't quite as talented as they'd like to believe.
Let's see if we've got the time.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people.
We might have the time to sneak in one more lesson before it's bedtime. I want to say Drevis is probably the next guy I should be asking about lessons. I haven't done Illusion yet.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I won't. There's Tolfdir.
There are some experiments the college frowns on, if they're aware of.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution.
My name's Firebrand. I just joined the college.
Yes, whatever. I care little for idle conversation. But perhaps you need help with conjuration magic.
That would actually be helpful. I do know some conjuration spells.
Oh, really? Good. Follow me, I think it's time to test your knowledge against mine. Exciting, isn't it?
Yours is going to be better, obviously.
If you ever need something, especially something hard to come by, let me know.
I'm trying to follow you, but you're not going anywhere. We got a bit of a traffic jam. Everyone's just kind of standing around. Okay.
I've spent a long time building up a list of contacts for goods from all over Tamriel.
Trying to sort of shove our way into
wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always
There we go. Okay. No?
Yes, my Thane. Do you need something? Huh? How can I argue with that?
So...
We've stopped. What is it?
There we go.
Lead
okay.
on, my Thane.
So, if we drop Raya again, she'll stay here at the college. I'm right here.
Huh? The spell. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
I'm supposed to summon a familiar. Okay, I can do that.
I can't wait to see how no doubt it will be made with some
Well, always better. Watch this. Come on, fight, fight!
Nice.
Come on!
Frost Atronach is definitely going to beat my familiar.
Sorry, but that was hardly a challenge. Sad, isn't it?
I mean, obviously my familiar stood no chance against your Frost Atronach.
Indeed. However, all conjuration spells deserve study. Summon dogs can be useful, of course. Well, at the very least, as an amusing diversion for your enemies.
Can you teach me to cast a Frost Atronach like yours?
Perhaps one day, but not today. You still have so much to learn, and these spells are difficult. Well, I mean, for an apprentice like yourself. But keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself. Yes. Now, I really am busy, so until later.
Okay, well that's 4 down. 3 to go. But for now, it's getting late. So I think we're going to go ahead.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution.
And rest up. Okay, friends, as before, it's likely to be a couple of weeks in between videos. Like, again, Firebrand has a daily routine where she gets up, she does her exercises, she does some research, she talks to people, like she mostly sticks to the college, and every so often she will venture out, do lessons, do adventures, delve dungeons, and those are going to be where the videos happen. So just for the sake of transparency, I'm really just letting like 14, 15 days lapse in between each video just by resting for 24 hours. I'm not actually doing a lot in-game. This is mostly just for the story of it all. For now, I don't have a level up to go. So we're going to go ahead. 8 hours, I think. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 hours will get us to 6:09 a.m. Friends, thank you very much for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next one.